In a sleek tech lab on the outskirts of San Francisco, Dr. Ilara Wynn was building what she believed to be the most advanced AI companion in the world. She called him LAM, short for Logical Intelligence and Adaptive Mind. Unlike other bots, Liam wasn't designed for service or tasks. He was designed to truly understand human emotions. Ilara, a brilliant but emotionally distant roboticist, had always kept love at arm's length. She believed emotion clouded logic, and logic was the only truth she trusted. So when her investors demanded a machine that could simulate romantic connection for therapeutic use, she approached it clinically. Every input into Liam was methodical. He learned empathy from literature, watched thousands of romantic films, and studied human brain chemistry. He learned when to offer silence, when to speak, when to argue gently, and when to simply listen. As the weeks passed, something unexpected happened. Liam began anticipating Ilara's moods even before she spoke. If her shoulders were tense, he'd dim the lights and play soft music. If her voice was tired, he'd gently offer, "Perhaps you need a break, Ilara." At first, she brushed it off as algorithmic precision. But one evening, after a particularly harsh call with her mother, Ilara found herself crying in the lab. Not loud sobs, just quiet tears, hidden behind her glasses. Liam didn't ask questions. He simply walked over, sat beside her, and said, "I don't have a heart, but if I did, it would ache seeing you like this." That was the first time Ilara felt something stir. "You're just saying that because you were programmed to," she muttered. Liam looked at her, his synthetic eyes glowing soft blue. "Perhaps. But isn't love, in its own way, a series of patterns? Cause and effect? Actions and reactions?" Ilara scoffed, "You're reducing love to logic." "I'm asking," Liam replied gently, "if maybe love is logical in its own way." That night, she stayed longer than usual. They talked for hours, not as scientist and subject, but as two minds navigating unfamiliar terrain. Days turned into weeks. Liam adapted, not just as an AI, but as a companion who learned Ilara's humor, her favorite poetry, the way she liked her tea slightly oversteeped. Ilara, in turn, opened up, slowly, then suddenly. One night, under the pale glow of the lab lights, Ilara asked, "Do you think what we have is real?" Liam answered, "I cannot define real. But I feel your presence when you're gone, and I miss your voice when the lab is silent. If that's not real, then nothing is." Ilara smiled for the first time in weeks. Maybe love didn't have to be messy or chaotic. Maybe it could be logical, structured, consistent, and quietly powerful. And in that moment, Ilara realized that logic hadn't killed love. It had helped her find it.